My name is Michael, and I am the DM and editor of the series that you are currently listening to, known as The Bystanders. As always, a huge shout-out is needed, and I personally also want to give, to both Gwinn and Shady Cicada. They are both wonderful, incredibly talented, and just frankly awesome musical artists that deserve all the love and recognition and credit in the world, because they make awesome music, and they have enabled us to use their awesome music for our little project. So please go check them out. If you do not, I will take your organs and grind them into a fine paste that I will then serve to your firstborn child. We also have a public Discord server. It should be down in the description of every podcast episode, and please come check us out, come join us, come harass us, tell us what your favorite method of making a potato is. I personally enjoy tater tots, but a good baked potato can also be pretty alright. And with all of that out of the way, we can begin this week's episode. Why I engage in alcoholism. I have the recorded starting.
Yes.
Yeah. Recorded starting. Alright,
you have really,
starting.
It's not just me. I start the recording when I think it's a reasonable time to start it, and then you say something awful every time without even knowing.
Fate is real in JoJo.
True.
It's my all-knowing subconscious. Okay.
Let's leave the dungeon now.
Well, don't you want to investigate the sub-level?
Oh, right, there's another floor.
I've got something I want to investigate.
You have
There is not another floor. Our intel is wrong.
Oh.
First of all, not that you know of. Secondly, you still have the rest of this floor because there are doors in the throne room that you were fighting in.
Oh, right.
So, sorry, not the sub-level, the rest of this floor.
Let's look around.
I've got some bags I want to investigate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave you with
He's
your
gonna
suit,
do that,
and we're
yeah.
gonna move on.
You're not going to wait for me?
It'll take a while.
No,
So
I
how
won't.
much blood is in a human body?
I'm gonna go ahead and make a red wagon.
Can I like 4 or 6 pints?
Can I make a wagon to put all the blood in to make it his carry?
Oh, wait, no, he's looking it up.
I'm looking it up.
My man on here with the blood Capri Suns. My bad, Capri no sun.
The Capri with no sun.
Capri with no sun.
Capri with no sun.
The Capri with no sun. Okay.
I only drink Capri Moons.
There are a considerable amount of crates.
Okay.
I would say that there's roughly 100 pints of blood here.
Alright.
But each pint, apparently a human has about 10 pints of blood in their body. So if you consumed all of these now, it would be 1,000 energy.
Oh, that's such a low amount you phrased it as.
I see
It's
no
a lot.
I see no reason not to just consume them all at once.
Wait, hold on. Yes, okay.
Going out here, absorbing
Walking-
blood like he's a pillar.
So, just yeah,
Roy just takes a blood bath.
I'm just going to
Bloodbath.
So
Bloodbath!
I walked up just to see if they thawed out, and then walking away, I used Master Puff to just drain them all.
Oh wow. Yep. Must have been sucky.
You guys like visually trying to do a part 1 of the Empire.
Damien, Lloyd starts glowing.
Hello, Damien.
Hello.
No!
Hello, Damien.
Naughty man.
Here comes my good friend Lloyd with the whole sword slashing amount of information.
Hello, Damien.
The Space Ripper stinging eyes are being bounced around his eyes. He can barely contain them. He's like, one moment.
Like,
Okay.
Like sneezes.
Alright, shall we continue? And
Do you know what the worst part
How
about
many
that?
doors are
That's
there?
going to like tear the flesh over.
How many doors are there?
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 Actually, you can't use Space Ripper stinging
No, he
eyes.
can't yet.
Not yet.
No, but you can't even if you did, because you have to reflect the light within your eyes.
Oh, you don't get light in
You
your
don't
eyes.
have any light in your eyes.
What's stopping me from just like taking my clubs?
Your eyes... Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to make holes, but yeah.
which would
Lloyd
regenerate.
invests in some prosthetic eyes simply so that he can use space.
They would
reversing
regenerate. Unless you had Donovan help you out with, making
Using the
it so
ripple.
heal as fast, yeah.
Well, I'm good at torching all types of balls.
Wait, could he?
Anyway!
Could he essentially
Eyeballs,
cauterize the
eyeballs, what do you
regeneration?
need, brother?
My balls have been twisted. It's me, Technoblade. Alright, so we got 2
I
rooms.
use the spin on my eyeballs to see in
Technoblade
360
is-
degrees.
If Technoblade is listening, I am so sorry.
Okay.
Technoblade is not listening.
He is not listening.
No, Technoblade is not.
Could,
Technoblade doesn't exist. He's not real.
Could
okay,
Hamon just cauterize the the regeneration?
No, you regenerate through.
Anyways.
But you can delay it considerably, though.
Let's move on.
You could probably stop it for long enough.
We're playing
So you got two other rooms that shoot off. So do you want to go to the one that's facing the throne, or do you want to go to one that's on the other side of the room from the entrance?
Wait. Okay. I would like to go on the one that's facing the throne.
Okay, the one's facing the throne.
I'll go with
Damien will
Steve.
follow.
Oh,
Okay.
No. Yeah. Then I'll stay before then.
So it is a it's a stone room. There are a bunch of alcoves inside.
Alcohol?
Alcoves inside of the walls. It appears to be kind of like a really, really old style tomb where there are areas carved out in the walls where you would put bodies. But instead you see that they are, rather than places where people would like sleep, they're places where personal belongings are kept. So like there's a couple of backpacks, there's some books around,
Damien will search through some.
things like that. There's nothing of any great value. You find a few family pictures, some short swords, a couple basic firearms.
Any cherry wine tokens?
You find quite a few actually when you're searching through.
How many do I have right now? Hang on.
And
in fact, there's actually-
cherry wine tokens. Yes, not bleeding heart.
I have
Yes,
4
cherry
wine
wine.
tokens that would probably be useful for us to have a couple for our NPCs.
I'll
so
point out that every single thing that you've killed so far had one on them.
Right, I'll just, at some
But
point...
actually, a
I'll
lot of the ghouls, probably wouldn't have them because they're currently inside of the...
Right, I'll have just at some point or in this room have grabbed like 2 or 3 more. I'll grab 3 more just so we have extras for any NPCs.
In this room, there's a small box.
Right.
Sure.
And there's...
Steve will also grab a couple.
There would be, if we're adding this all together, that would be 17 tokens.
Okay, I'll just take them all in.
17 tokens
What's
in a
in the
small
box?
box. Well, that's what's in the box.
Oh.
There's 17 cherry
I
wine
see.
tokens.
I will write down 21 is my new total.
So you have quite a considerable
So
amount.
anytime we need to use them, we have
And
those.
also in the, I suppose, remains of the body, you find a large medal with the Cherry Wine Organization logo on it.
The remains of the queen.
Yes.
Okay. Wine.
Did we ever confirm this as the
Metal.
queen?
She had the snow globe we were told to get. I don't really care if she's a queen or not.
Fair enough.
This was the person we were told to
So-
eliminate. She was on a throne.
And engraved on the back of it is Queen Linen.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
So.
There you go. Alright. Can I go...
Let's go to the other room.
Yeah, we've seen everything there is to see in this room? Or is there anything else?
That's about it. I will say that within the barracks area itself, there is also some stains around. Not super well kept. You walk into the room across from the entrance, the one room that you haven't explored so far, and this is a much, much larger room than the other ones. It's also so much more. It's so much better decorated than every other room you have seen in this facility so far, including the one that Hound Dog was in earlier. There is not a single stain that you guys can see anywhere. Like, it appears to be a spotless, beautifully furnished room.
Weird that this area is so upkept.
It also doesn't smell anything like the rest of the facility. The rest of the facility smells a combination of like death and blood, which is like a kind of irony metallic smell. This has a very, very large bed that is completely made, and it looks like it has not been slept in once. There's also a large flat screen TV across from the bed, a decently sized bookshelf with a lot of books that some of them old, some of them brand new, a lot of them having dog-eared pages, as well as a small bathing room. The bathing room has running water, a sink, and a bathtub, but no toilet. There's also a decently sized closet with several of the identical dresses that she was wearing earlier, the big ball gowns, as well as just some regular street clothes and a couple sets of the other ghoul kind of sunproof attire.
Okay.
There's also a desk with just some papers and letters strewn about it. All of it appears to be written in some sort of cipher.
Can Damien roll a check to see if he can determine it?
Yeah.
What check would that be? Investigation?
Steve would also like to try.
If you get it right, I can
Okay,
make
let's
that
see.
little orphan Annie a decoder from Christmas Story. See if they can use
Decoder.
that.
That's going to be investigation.
Okay, great. I'm proficient in that.
And Steve's assisting you,
So you get
cool.
advantage.
as well as Donovan, so just roll with advantage.
Oh, cool. Alright, that's a 25.
25. Yeah, you look through these, and you basically figure out that
It's decoded, but it's encoded, but I can figure it out.
It is the simplest code you've ever seen. It's just that A is switched with Z, B is switched with Y, etc.
He chuckles to himself.
Easy, baby code.
Easy, baby code.
Yeah, you figure it out almost instantly.
What is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's some pretty basic stuff. A lot of it is just like, there's information with several other bases. From what you can gather, this place is known as Base 10.
Okay.
And there are apparently several other bases that you know about. Base 1 apparently is the headquarters for this entire organization, Cherry Wine. You can tell that generally these letters started a few months ago, and there's also a bunch of logs regarding undead, shipment of undead to other bases, and attacking undead. There's a log stating that they have sent 50 zombies and a vampire to the Feisty Falcon, a bar within.
Okay, that's
You can check that out. Yeah.
So,
Are there any references to the Beating Heart or to a location of any of these bases?
well, there is no actual space the location of any of these places. It appears that they just either know where they are or send people who can curry messages. But it appears that there is. Did I say there wasn't any organization? Did I say there wasn't?
No,
any
you just said there weren't
information?
any locations.
There weren't any locations, no. But there is information on the Beating Heart. It's some pretty basic stuff. They put together questions. What is a stand? How does it work? They've answered a few of these questions with pretty basic information, and they have some sort of list that has a bunch of names on them. It appears they're trying to narrow down this list to find out who him could possibly be. It's a list of like 500 names, though. So you have absolutely no clue.
Can I take that list with me?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to start cross-referencing people we
fact-
meet with that list.
We could put
Can I quickly look through it to see if I recognize any names, such as
Brenda,
anyone we've met, Clementine, Brenda, etc.
There are a few names you look at. One of them is Hound Dog, but that has been crossed off with a red marker. There's also just the word Clementine that's been written down with a question mark next to it. So you have no idea.
We could also put it in our bag of holding rather than you holding onto it.
We could.
We're just referring to Rob as bag of holding.
Yeah, we're not going to always have them with us, though.
That's true.
There's also an addendum at the end that these names might not necessarily include him in them.
Right, but it's a good baseline of much more information than we have.
Right.
Just to check, are there any of our names?
Not in that.
We've
document.
not been associated with the Beating Heart for very long.
There is
But
some
we
sort
have it on their
of.
radar. We did kind of kill a bunch of them at the library.
There's a decently sized file of targets. There are several cemeteries in the town that have apparently been taken over, and judging by all the clothing and just bodies that have been lying around, the homeless population around was also a target. So
Right.
that has been a plague upon the city that you guys are getting rid of.
Starting to. If there's 10 more bases, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we took care of one.
Yeah?
It also appears there's a letter that says that they wanted to infiltrate the police station and make them less competent, but there's an addendum that there is one competent police officer who will soon be taken care of. So.
Okay. I don't know who that is. Shotgun Cup's not competent.
They were like, we were surprised at how completely incompetent this was. It appears their only motive is to shoot people. Fascinating.
Huh.
Topical.
How
Anyway.
helpful.
Yeah.
They had one Nope.
Is there anything else of note in any of these documents?
Nothing really. It's all, like I said, it's all ciphered. It's all ciphered badly. Mainly it's logs of just sending undead to other bases. It appears that a few of the bases, base 4 and 7, have been destroyed somehow.
Okay.
Presumably through attacks from the Beating Heart.
So,
But you don't know.
And we've taken out 10.
Okay.
So currently base 4, 7, and 10 have been taken out.
Right.
Alright.
Made a quick note of that. Okay.
Is that everything?
man, these
I
vampires
don't
seem to be
see too much
based.
of interest in here, but I got a bit of information that's helpful.
So, Michael,
And I'll relay some of that to them, obviously.
about the space ripper stinging eyes thing.
Yes.
It's pressurized fluid from the eye.
Yes.
That's not light. That's fluid.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You can.
Yeah,
do
it's
this.
vampiric essence or something stupid like that.
No, it's literally just the fluid from your eye pressurized and shot out.
I don't like that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the gore about vampire that you find distasteful, not everything else about them.
I don't like eye stuff.
And neither do I.
Hey, Kyler.
That is the...
That-
I'm stuff.
How long do we have the
And that's it. We're like 45 minutes.
I hope you guys liked the last episode of Bystanders.
Yep. Nope. The series is over. Yep. That's it.
Robert is absolutely shocked to discover all of this and everything that's happening. He is.
Yeah, this is what we've been dealing with, Dad.
I can't
Well, I wouldn't exactly call this a regular outing,
I can't believe that something
No,
like
no,
this.
this is pretty par for the course given our group.
Yeah.
This is a bit more intense than what we normally do.
True.
I've not been forced to kill Steve yet, so no, that's pretty new.
It didn't kill me. I just went along.
Thankfully.
I just went to sleep for a few minutes.
Not forever. Yeah.
Damien shudders.
Oh God. Yeah,
All right.
Damien was very angry.
Well, we should get going back. We should report some of this to whoever.
We should burn this place to the ground. Robert says.
Should we?
Gladly.
Most of it's already in the ground, but
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Damien.
You know how you have.
How much gas? How much of those canisters do you have? How much are you willing to part with?
I have 4 total. That is not enough to burn this place to the ground.
Can you just cave this place in, Damien?
feet of power.
Oh yeah.
Feet of power a few times.
Let me get back up to the next floor, and I can just bury everything down here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can't you just like get a bunch of debris and just start making them like weigh 200 pounds more?
I don't even need to do that. I can just destroy the ceiling.
That's right.
We're deep underground. I can bury these 2 floors.
Get a 200-pound tree, make it weightless, put it on top, and make it 400 pounds.
Hey, that's what we did to Hound Dog.
Donovan is currently helping by making a hammer and just kind of hitting it. I'm helping!
So, we're probably not going to be interested in thoroughly describing this, but basically, Damien is going to go along with that suggestion and demolish what the structure is holding up, these 2 basement floors. And then we're going to go back up, and while we're at it, we may as well demolish the upper 2 floors as well. Just take out the walls and...
The house isn't a stand!
True!
You know that scene in Super Mario World when Mario jumps out of the castle and goes over and there's a little thing of TNT that he pushes down and boom, 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 and the castle collapses?
No.
That's what happens.
That's Damien, but with
Sure.
his fists instead of TNT being...
Yeah, he says,
Sure.
okay, go forward, and that's what happens
Yeah.
instead. Just collapses the entire building down.
Awesome.
Well, I'm
So,
glad we took care of that.
Yeah.
yeah, as the dust kind of settles, you can hear sirens off in the distance.
Well, we should get going to the escape. We should make our escape to the escape.
Yep.
Yeah,
Where's the van?
Drake, where's the van?
Where is the van?
It's thankfully still there.
Okay,
Yo!
good.
We drive.
Now let's pile in. Damien's not interested in driving, and he's
Dad,
not
you
even
wanna
going to take
drive?
shotgun right now. He's feeling pretty exhausted.
Dad, I can sit up front with you if you want to drive.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Lloyd's feeling rejuvenated.
Oh, Lloyd is feeling on top of the world right now. He's got more energy than he ever dreamed of.
Lloyd is vibrating intensely.
In case I missed anyone, I top everyone except for Lloyd off with some juicy halone.
Damien has not taken any damage.
But now you...
Vampires are normally pale. Lloyd is a bright porcelain silver. He is glowing. It's actually kind of scary.
Bright as the moon.
What's the time looking like?
It's night. It's night.
Alright, yeah, Lloyd is going to unmummy himself. He's going to take his mask off in the hood.
You look like you're feeling good.
Oh, you have no idea. I haven't had energy like that in years.
Gotta have a good meal.
Lloyd the BBG.
I believe it. Yes.
Lloyd just kills us all right there.
I need just a little bit more essence, and you guys are right here.
You gotta give me some sauce.
Yeah, I taste that power, and I'm just thinking of what Damien could give me.
Okay, this is getting
Don't know why I said that in Damien's voice.
It was oddly sexual.
It was oddly sexual.
It was oddly flammable.
I still wish we went with Donovan's idea.
And we're already on alert. If we had dropped a grenade in there already, then I might have even slightly entertained it, but...
Robert's driving the van, going back.
Epic sex with a vampire queen.
Right with Steve.
That needs to be part of sex too.
Steve, do you want to call Clementine, say that everything's been taken care of?
With the burner phone, I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep. Thank you for the sound effects.
You're welcome!
In the beginning.
Congratulations, Connery is now on to you. You are dead.
Can you
No!
do the doppio sound?
Motion. Hello?
Hey, Agent Clementine. So,
Name and business.
Steve.
Business?
Not? I don't work. I'm a high school student. Oh, you meant, we're bystanders, that's right. We just got done with the building you sent us to. If you would be so kind as to tell us
Steve.
what we need to do next, that'd be great.
Of course. Do you have some sort of product that proves that you were able to defeat the queen?
I mean, we do. It's right here, this snow globe looking thing. Do we need to show it to you, or do you just want to take our word for it? Or?
I'll swing by in a few hours.
He has the firefly. Assuming it was with us.
Was it on the phone, maybe?
He just wants to clarify.
Okay.
His range, to be fair, his range doesn't necessarily extend the entirety of the city. The fireflies at a certain point are just regular fireflies.
Mm-hmm.
They're only part of a stand within a certain radius.
Right.
Okay. Well, good to know. Come back to the escape and I can meet you there.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be right there.
Or I won't meet you there. I'll be
Then
there.
we'll
in a
get
few
paid,
hours.
which can make this a little less awful.
Alright, sounds good.
A little more worth it.
Robert's driving. I can't believe this was happening in our very own city.
Yeah.
And that there are 10 more of these bases.
I thought I was doing some underground work.
At
just
least.
pickpocketing people. I was not even close. Jesus.
Yeah. You know, going to school every day and living what now I realize was a regular life, I just never could have imagined. There was all this, how shall we say, mystery going on. Yeah, anyway.
Mystery!
Thank you, Damien.
That was not Damien.
Yes, it was.
You no
Damien's
longer
voice
able
can't
to
go-
gain inspiration. Oops, sorry about that. Isn't that
Damien's
weird?
voice can't even possibly go half that high.
It's a part of the mystery. That's as high as you can go.
Damien can't really sing.
You guys should hear my low alto.
Your new boyfriend's an asshole.
No, Wilbur slut.
Wilbur, what?
Slut. You heard me.
No.
Alright, well,
Well,
Would
can we end the episode after that?
would it be better to be labeled Wilbur Slut? Wait, no. Sloot. Wow, I just had a lapse in memory for a moment.
what are we talking? No,
We're at 20. We haven't hit one yet.
Fine. Okay, cool.
There is no time.
Take off your clothes.
You stop asking. I signal you when we hit them. Unless you want me to
Yeah, well, I'm
signal you
dumb.
more often.
It's fine.
Good grief.
You want me to do 15s?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It felt a while longer.
Okay. Yeah, I did. You guys are heading back, and everything's fine. Probably.
Every time you do that, you
I
give me
know
a
that
minor
was
heart.
fake, and I hate you.
Actually, this time it wasn't.
We just got done infiltrating,
True. Yeah.
and we weren't exactly the
We
quietest
infiltrated
group.
the palace.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Here she comes.
You'll never see the stands. You're not a stand user. LMAO.
Ah, yes.
Can we get that as the outro?
No.
They're coming
No, we can't.
for you.
Anyway, what's
And
going
there
on?
ain't-
We're going back.
They watch
You gotta
your
head back.
blood.
Everything's going okay. You pull up. You realize the boat is at port. It's there. You're kind of ready to meet you guys.
Alright.
Alright, we hop up on it.
And well, actually, before you can do that, you pull over
Okay.
and you realize that there's a lot of people around the ship with weapons.
Lloyd's gonna mask up.
It seems as though the escape is under attack.
Oh.
So I'm gonna.
Okay.
So,
Damien is going to lighten Blood Rain and put his hand on it.
Sounds good. Let me.
Lloyd has fastened his mask entirely, still hood down, so his hair is still very flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan has his hand gripped tightly on the handle of his umbrella rapier and is ready to just go ham here.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing to tell you is ready is that his scarf is just rippling like hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ripple. I'm breathing.
I know.
It's flashing different colors.
It's rippling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The O scarf is flashing like various colors.
The O scarf.
Okay.
A moment.
I'm going to need everybody to make initiative rolls.
Okay.
Easy for me.
Jumping right into it.
All of the NPCs that are on the escape.
Have fun, Michael. With that.
Okay.
I
let's
rolled
see.
a natural 20.
This was my lowest
Steve
roll
rolled
yet.
not bad.
17.
A nat 20 for Damien. So.
I got an interference, so I already rolled that.
What do you get, Donovan?
I'm rolling it now because I got an interference. It bounced off my pencil. Or should I just keep my own?
Just roll.
I've got it.
No.
It was a natural 20, but
We're keeping it.
okay, that's fine.
You want to go first? Do you want to go before or after Damien?
Let's have Damien go first.
Okay.
Fine, not going first.
Damien first, Donovan after.
17.
17 for.
Which is
Lloyd.
really low considering my rolls previously.
Yeah, it means you rolled a 5.
No, an 8.
8.
Yeah.
So Damien, you get a surprise round.
So I would like to first analyze what are the enemies surrounding the boat before I go on and cleave them.
Well, actually, let me. Yeah. Let me describe to you what is actually happening. So, currently, there's a bunch of what appear to be undead jumping. They're able to grip through the side of the yacht and like kind of tear it apart as they're climbing up. There's a whole bunch of them just climbing up. And there's a bunch of people on top of the ship defending, but there's also undead standing in front of the door of the ship that allows them to go below deck, and it seems to have actually trapped some of the people up there. You see Carl on the outside, as well as Abel on the outside fighting. Sterling is also like standing there, balls in hand, completely ready for combat. Steve's mom and Guy are actually standing in the center. Guy is like ready in kind of an unarmed combat stance. And Steve's mom is just like kind of in her blanket, just trembling slightly. So she's standing kind of in the middle of this. They all seem to be going towards her.
We have a protected VIP
if
mission.
I were to... I'm going to have to run forward in order to get into combat. While I'm doing that, can I, as part of my move in action and bonus action, grab and throw something up using my ability?
Depends.
For example, could I, without using my entire turn, but instead including it in part of my movement action to run forward, and as well as using my ability as a bonus action, grab our hormone user's arm and run with him and negating his weight, so it's not even like an athletics thing, and just throw him up onto the ship to help the people who are trapped?
By definition, it says a thrown weapon attack, so it would take an attack, a bonus action, and your movement action, but yeah, you can do that.
Since I also rolled a natural 20, do I have to get a surprise round? So can I prepare something with this? Should I make another hormone bomb?
Well, you go after Dame.
You become the hormone bomb.
So I'm going to throw you upwards onto the boat.
And that's one attack.
Alright, I still have an attack, and I've run forward into the group of enemies. So now, I am going to use the blood rain that I've prepped.
Am I going to like be silent until I've been thrown?
Yeah.
I mean, you can speak. It's a free action.
Damien, what's good? Ouch!
Sorry, Donovan! You gotta go up there!
Donovan, wait!
And then I'm going to take blood rain and hopefully begin a cleave on this horde.
That'll be with disadvantage, because you haven't.
I did use my. Well, I mean, yeah, I can't use my bonus action
But
twice.
you know, okay, goes always.
I can just. Yeah, I'll just use my fists. Okay, sure. Oh no, I'll have to use my fists.
Oh, no.
That'll be a more effective weapon, and these things don't have a lot of health. Alright, I'll go for it. The closest one of the group that I've just run towards and beat its head in.
You get advantage.
Are you gonna yell go for everyone that you cleave?
Of course.
Of course.
That was an I don't know why I said and. It's 15.
Would Star Platinum
So
have
you can
cleave?
use cleave with your fists.
15.
Oh yeah, cleave just means that I'm down something.
A 15 to hit?
Yeah. Does that not hit?
Only a 15? Oh wait, hold on. I gotta go over here.
Wait, I didn't add. It's an 18. I forgot to add proficiency.
Okay, that sounds about right. 18? No, it doesn't hit. You're hitting it in the head, right?
No. Well, yeah, I would have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can down
Fine.
his body.
Take a swing and it doesn't quite hit it.
Does downing its
Very
body
close.
trigger cleave?
I'd say yeah.
Okay, then I'll attack his body.
Yeah. Bah! It goes down.
Okay, great.
You just know.
Oh, I could just leave their heads on the ground. People can take care of that.
Wait,
They're not going to do anything.
that just implies that these are all zombies, and you're just gonna.
Or I can
cleave
make
your way
another
through.
attack on its head, but I'm gonna.
Cleave activates.
Yeah, cleave activates.
So you can make a step if you want, and also.
So
attack.
I'm going to continue stepping forward and continue cleaving bodies
Go ahead
down.
and roll the hit.
And I still get advantage.
You don't even have to roll like damage for this. This is yeah.
Okay. What is their DC so I can just know? Or AC?
They have
Body.
18 head AC and 13 for their body.
Okay. So that one is going to instantly kill a head.
Bam.
Cleave will go through. 18 head AC, you said?
Yep.
So I still kill that head.
Bam. So you got 3 so far.
Another head.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's another one. I'm just gonna keep going until you tell me to
Well, there's
stop.
only 8 that are out, like attacking the boat. The rest of them are already on the boat.
Okay.
How many was
I'm just gonna keep rolling. That one hit too.
Well, that's it. That's 8.
That's it? Okay.
You've killed 8.
Okay. Well,
Actually, you've down,
If
you've
the other
down
ones-
2 of them. 6 are instantly killed.
okay. And the 2 of them that I killed their bodies, I'm just gonna step back and go to him. Yep. And yes.
Squish. You've never
Go,
seen
go, go,
Damien
go, go,
so
go, go, go,
absolutely
go!
excited.
Yeah, you're still flying through the air.
Donovan, you're flying
This
through
was-
the air.
It's night right now, yeah?
Of course, once you
Is that-
get to the boat, I deactivate my ability,
Well,
so you can fall on
let
the
me do my
boat.
thing first while I'm floating.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it automatically a D8 since it's night, or the lights are on just a D6?
I'd say it's a D8.
Alright, so since it's a D8,
Yeah, you're near the glowing Lloyd, so.
alright. So that knife's gonna reach out and
Anyone
like,
within a
you know how like if you like
beer
grab
damage?
onto the water, like it'll like swoosh around, just like with the darkness, but like kind of rolls it up into a ball and makes another Hamon bomb. That's his bonus action. Since was that your surprise round or just your whole
I was my surprise round. You still get your surprise round.
So this is
and
my,
then I
this,
get my
this
turn.
is my surprise round right now. So since I got my bonus action for this, and to make that, and then I'm just gonna chuck it. I don't, and I'll just like.
You're jumping down into the. We'll point out this is a Hamon bomb, so this will deal damage to the friendly NPCs as well.
All right.
If you're doing it in a group attack.
All right. So I'm gonna take a step back then.
Well, you're still flying through the air.
You can't take a step back.
Mentally. All right. Let's see.
It is mean. You can create a weapon, or just make it so that you.
You can also land.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you'll probably land at the end of your turn even if you don't choose to land. Like,
Yeah. Fair enough. So
you're still in the air.
I'm just gonna, since I'm just gonna do what I do best right now and make a D8 quarterstaff and just basically mark your guards like attempt to just smack someone's head. So just one of them, or just snap them.
Go ahead and roll.
Bonk.
All right. 21.
Flash of light.
So I just land. Where am I landing exactly? Am I just like on the boat? Or?
Well, there was not really a lot of space, but you cleared that up when you completely destroyed a ghoul.
Yeah.
So now you've landed.
Wait, was that ghoul or a zombie?
We just see undead.
Yeah,
We're a little busy
it's
at the
time
moment.
to pop.
All you undead look the same to me. Okay, so
Do you have another attack?
I don't. I
Epic!
do not have another attack yet.
Okay.
That is my next step.
That was the 2 surprise rounds.
Diamond's the only one who only has 1 attack.
Yup.
That's unfortunate.
Once I get 2 attacks, then I'm just gonna go up and I'm how much I want. Then I'll get that messed up.
What level do you get your signature move of Hamon?
That is way harder than I'm going.
Okay.
I'm just going to 5. So, I mean, yeah.
Because that way he can still put levels in the stand.
Because I desperately want my stand special.
Yeah.
That's fair.
okay. So yeah, that's your surprise rounds. Now's your actual turns.
Damien.
Alright.
Damien.
I assume the ramp to board the ship is down?
Well, that is also covered in undead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to charge toward it and begin again.
Do you want to just like start cleaving their heads and just throwing the bodies in the water?
Yeah. I mean, once their head's gone, it doesn't matter what happens to the bodies. So
Exactly.
yeah, I'm just gonna go through, beat their heads
Crunch,
on the
crunch,
side of the bridge.
crunch.
I do not recognize the bodies in the
Again,
water.
I'm just gonna keep rolling until you tell me that they're gone, or I fail to hit something.
Okay, make sure that you keep track of what is actually an attack and what is actually part of your cleave.
Right. So I have 2 attacks. So AC was 18 for head and what for body?
13 for body.
Okay. All right, that kills a head. I still have advantage. Oh, okay. 5 plus. That's still 18. So that still kills a head.
No, 18.
No.
No. Okay. Well, then he'll kill the body, and head will be there, and I'll attack it next. That'll kill the head. That was a natural 20, so that one just vaporizes, I guess.
Well, not even. You just cleave them into another ghoul. Damien go burr.
That'll kill. Another natural 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I want to see this part if this was animated. Be just like
Tearing through the crowd.
Like
This is literally just Star Platinum and
G Division we playing. He's like.
this is just Star Platinum and Justice.
Another
Judgment.
natural 20.
I'm just crossing off numbers at this point. I'm not even keeping track of health.
Another kill. Another kill. 6 will still kill a head.
No,
yep.
that's it. You just killed 10. That's enough.
All right. Yeah.
You still have your
I
second
still have
attack.
another attack.
So you can use. Do you want to use the hand of
That was all
God?
one attack.
Yes,
Yes,
and that charge.
technically-
Am I up on the boat now? I was charging up the ramp, killing whatever was there. Are there more on the deck of the boat?
Lloyd,
Just doing.
Steve, and you know
what? Yeah, I'm just gonna
Robert
do it,
are just
please.
currently sitting in the van, just waiting to.
All right. A kill.
It's like
Okay.
It's like,
Another kill.
It's Kira's theme, but it's an elevator.
Another kill. Another kill. Having advantage means I get to reroll the ones. So it just,
Yeah. I'm going to wait. Hey,
Bump.
how many are there?
we've killed all but one.
another kill.
I know.
Damien single-handedly killed 25 ghouls.
Steve proceeds to high five Lloyd.
Robert stops the car.
So glad I took cleave.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna use my quarter staff.
No, I wasn't. I was like, oh man, this will be all right. They have a 13 as their base armor class. Surely.
I had advantage because they're not stand users.
Just for craps and giggles, I'm gonna use my quarterstaff to just pole vault on top to where like the rest of the group is. Hey guys.
If there weren't so many zombies that I could easily chain together, or if there were anything stronger, that wouldn't have happened. But it's just a horde.
Yeah.
And I just cleaved them.
Yeah.
This is
you
just-
guys actually realize that people on the boat have actually been fighting this for a while. Like everyone there is
They've been fighting for a while Damon comes in and cleaves everything.
in one round. These aren't zombies. These are ghouls. I would like to point out.
What was their head health?
6.
So I couldn't have possibly not killed them either because I have a +8 to all of those attacks. The only way that could
very
not happen is
intelligent
if their body AC was 13, I get to add 11, so I would have had to either roll a 1 or a 2 twice to miss any of those.
Cleave Gober.
Cleave do go burr. In specific horde situations like that, yes, it do go burr.
Lloyd,
I thank you for setting up a cleave encounter for me.
You're welcome.
Lloyd's going to take his mask
Ruining
right.
horde power. I was like, oh man, I'll give a stipulation of making it 1 meter of movement that doesn't have opportunity. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
I mean, if they were more than a meter apart at any point, it would have mattered. And if I didn't get a surprise round and go first with 2 attacks.
Well, there you go.
I threw Donovan up there because I was like, oh, he could deal with the ones in the boat while I take care of everything down here. And you were like, oh, there's only 8 down there. And I go, oh, okay. And then I'll just go up to the boat then.
But I'd like to point out that everyone up there has been fighting for a while. Sterling looks kind of out of breath, but she hasn't really been touched by any of them. Abel's got a couple bite marks and punches, but he's looking okay generally. Carl also has some bites and scratches, but he looks Carl looks a little better for wear as well. Guy, however, is not doing so hot.
No.
It appears that a chunk has been taken out of his leg as well as a bit out of his arm, and like an entire piece of his shoulder has just been ripped off.
Not Guy.
So he is just
healing hands. Goldberg, give me that.
Laying down. Yeah, if you want to go up and use him on him.
All right, guy, relax. I don't know if it'll hurt or not.
I don't feel great.
You are remaking nerves doing that.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
This is not gonna feel good. Okay.
Lightning breath, Goldberg.
Bear with me. I'm sorry in advance.
I can take it.
And I just began.
Steve and Lloyd have just gotten out of the car.
They're just now approaching.
I retake off my mask.
Rob puts it in park and then gets out of the car.
I would assume initiative is over, right? I mean, that was everything that was
Yeah. You guys roll
Man,
initiative.
I'm so glad I rolled initiative.
Steve's mom's also walked over and is kneeling down next to Guy as well. She's just like,
Mom, are you okay?
He was protecting me. He was keeping me safe that entire time, and
Oh, Guy.
I couldn't do anything. And he's on the ground. He's breathing real heavy, but as Donovan's touching him, he's breathing. He's doing okay.
Guy's the true hero we deserve.
Sterling walks over and checks a couple things.
All right, Janice, I got this covered.
Okay. If anyone's wondering, he'll live. He'll be okay.
Steve kneels down to Guy and puts his hand on Guy's shoulder.
I could have very probably
Guy.
that. Wouldn't so funny.
Damien is breathing
He makes
heavily
direct eye
and
contact
dripping
with
with
him.
ghoul guts.
Yeah.
I owe you my life. Thank you for protecting my mother.
Don't sweat it. It's my job. Clap. Yeah. You're
I love Guy.
shaking
He's
hands.
wonderful. Wonderful.
He
man.
feels very happy. He'll make it. He's just not doing super hot at the moment.
Damien's
Donovan's
standing there
helping him.
covered in ghoul guts. Man, I might actually need a shower for once.
Donovan makes a contract of a handkerchief. It's kind of like
That's why I can always tell where Damien is.
Nice. Suddenly, you hear a crash as the door opens, and it's revealed that Dr. A is being held by the head with a gun up to his head, and someone walks out. Oh, so you've beaten all of them, huh? Interesting. He has Dr. A still by the head. Now, I'm gonna have to have all of you listen here. All of you are going to let me off of this boat. You're going to let me take this here doctor, and we're going to run some tests on him. Is that okay with all of you?
who is this?
Yeah, do we recognize this person?
You don't recognize him at all. He's got some pretty long blonde hair going back, tied up into a ponytail. He's wearing some pretty normal street clothing, everything considered. He doesn't appear to be some sort of incredibly terrifying-looking stand user or anything. He just appears to be a guy with a gun and a prepped reaction. So, Dr. A also looks kind of beat up. It appears this guy came in and got the jump on him or something.
2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Oh, my first one's not a question. Out of character. Well, he's already died once. Honestly, we don't care. But my actual question is, does he appear to be a stand user? Do I need to roll an Arcana check to see if I can figure that out?
You don't know, and no, you can't.
Damn. Because my mind is, if he's got a reaction prep, we can still surprise him if he's not a stand user by sending a stand behind him and just breaking the wrist that's holding the gun.
Let's not.
We don't know if he's a stand user.
That's a risk you cannot take.
Steve, so he came out, and Guy and everyone is kind of kneeled down, and they're next to him. All of you are kind of within melee range of him, but none of you dare because he has kind of that prepped reaction. But Steve's mom kind of looks down at Guy and looks over to him, and she says, No, that's it.
Mom, wait a
She
minute.
gets up. It's really shaky, but
Mom. Janice, no.
as she gets up, you notice some strength kind of returning to her, and she breathes in. She looks over. No one else is gonna defend me anymore. I have to defend my family and the people that I care about. Suddenly,
Mom.
an arm shoots forward, grabs the guy who's holding the gun in his hand. The gun goes off, but she's already twisted the gun upward. It appears that she has summoned some sort of power-type stand, and she takes his head and throws it into the wall behind her.
Okay. All
And
right.
Janice?
Alright!
Steve
Now this I can get behind.
Steve stands there silently in shock.
She collapses onto the ground and sits down, breathing heavily. Robert immediately sprints over and kind of catches her, and she...
Steve also rushes up.
Out of character. Man, Steve, your mom's kind of hot.
Out of character, Damien, watch out next time you need me to save you with my imperceptibility.
Alright!
You're soon to be imperceptible to everyone.
The question, I'm just gonna keep healing Guy. Back and Beth's gonna just rise up, form a rapier, and just walk over and just put it against the guy's neck just for good measure.
Wait, so he just bounced against the wall and is crumpled on the ground?
Yeah, it appears to be that some sort of power type stand that none of you recognize has him, like, grabbed and put up against the wall.
Even though she's on the ground?
Yeah, she's on the ground, but some stand is still, like, standing up and keeping her there.
You got a physical description?
Still within the range.
There?
Yes, in fact. Let me turn to the page if that's on. That is the middle of the book. So that's
It's the World 3.
the World 3, you bet.
We skipped 2, we're going straight to 3.
So it's a humanoid stand with a shiny chrome skin color. Its limbs are made up of several floating discs held in place by orange flames.
Ooh.
The stand itself seems to always be moving somehow, like either up or down, side to side, somehow always swaying very slightly. It has a chest on its symbol. Currently, it's an image of a pistol and a finger that's pulling it back. And you also see that while the... Yes.
A chest on its symbol?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A symbol on its chest, my apologies. And the stand has it held up against the wall, and despite the gun being dropped, the guy has his finger and he continues to pull the trigger. Or what he imagines to be the trigger. Like, the gun is long gone, but he's still making the motion of it.
Interesting.
I'm okay. Steve's mom is gonna stand back up. I'm kind of shaky, but once she gets up again, very strong legs.
Alright. Now let's show this man how the bystanders interrogate.
Oh boy. Advanced interrogation
She moves,
techniques.
she moves the hand to the neck.
I think,
all right.
Lloyd, I think Aunt Janice has this covered.
What do you want with us? The guy's like, hey, come on, let me go. I'm firing the gun. Why isn't it?
Lloyd,
What the hell?
Lloyd's going to pull out his 1911 at him. Tell us.
God.
Now.
The hog will be leveled 2.
Relax. I was
already got my
hired.
rapier.
Let me go. I was just hired by some creep. Okay, he's not.
Act 2 with a purple aura coming from its hand, just straight for the guy.
Hired by who? For what?
Some kind of creep. He was named after some kind of citrus, orange or something. I don't know.
Really?
Clementine.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. He wanted me to attack the some sort of kind of middle-aged woman, long hair on the ship. I don't know. He said he sent a thing of support. I don't know.
So Clementine sent us out on a ruse.
Wow.
Damien, I am so sorry. Back and Black reaches over and squashes the firefly. That might be still there. I don't know.
It makes a little kind of squeaking noise, and you pull your fingers out.
A
and
tear quietly rolls down Damien's face.
It just appears to be a. It appears to be a normal firefly, but you have no idea if it could have been.
I'm making sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say we do to him?
Well,
Are we going to keep him?
Sounds like he was.
We're going to keep him
following orders.
alive?
Clementine just asked you to bring her.
He also threatened my mom.
Did he mention anything else?
Well, no, he attacked the boat my mom was on. I'm not okay.
Look, he just hired me. I don't know. He sent me with a force. He hired me. He said that if everything goes south, I should take out some sort of doctor-looking fella. Okay, I don't know.
Fascinating.
You got a name, bud?
George.
George.
Just for good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and have Superstitions touch the side of his face and use Intervisions, and it replaces his sight with a pebble, which I then throw in the water.
Shut up, George.
So he is now essentially blind. It's okay. You're still here with us. This is just a precaution.
Listen, George. Listen, George. It's one thing that you attack, bait all of my friends. It's another thing when you jeopardize everything in the mission. But the real straw that breaks the camel's back is when you threaten my family. That will not fly.
Steve's mom puts a hand up. He's still a person. You guys actually look and see he's got a couple of fangs glinting in the light. So if you want to correct that notion,
yeah,
you can do so.
No, I don't think. You see those fangs from his teeth? That means he might not long person.
This person's long gone.
He's done.
Guys, regardless of what we do with this, I'd like to bring to the attention that our time is limited. We've summoned Clementine to this boat. He's probably nearly here.
But we should probably weigh anchor then.
Yes.
All right.
And decide quickly whatever we're gonna do with this guy.
Lloyd, do you have any suggestions?
I'm going to. I mean,
I have an idea what one of yours might be.
And Janice, I recommend you
we
should away for a while.
probably ask some more questions, seeing that he has fangs.
If he was just sent with well, that is a good question. Are you a part of Cherry Wine?
What the hell is a cherry wine? No, it's a terrible combination. Why would you put cherries in wine?
Who turned you?
Turned?
You're a vampire or ghoul or something of the sort.
Steve steps up. Please, tell us what's going on here.
I don't know. I was told that I was going to get paid a whole lot for some kind of job, and then I got injected with some sort of gross orange substance, and I woke up later.
So, the beating heart is turning people.
Supposedly.
Well,
they're supposed to be against the soft skins.
I don't know.
We keep him alive. He's going to probably die to the sun. We kill him here. It'll be swift.
Below deck, and Aunt Janice, I recommend if we do continue to question this guy, you might want to look away. Our method of questioning is not exactly sanitary.
And if we
come on.
If we keep him here,
I don't know.
We're gonna have to feed him every week.
My mom is.
He's a liability, no matter how you.
I mean, you can see she's obviously something has changed. I think at this point, maybe it's okay for her. You know, maybe she can keep up with us now.
I don't want to witness torture.
Yeah.
We can.
I don't care if this thing isn't human. I don't want to witness torture.
We can make his death swift.
I say we get rid of him swiftly. We need to decide what we're going to do with Clementine.
All right.
Why is it still so dark? I can't see, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shut up, nerd.
Shut up, George.
They always called me a nerd in high school.
I'm sorry this happened to you,
but why I dropped
there's
out.
nothing coming to you but suffering from this point, so...
You know what?
We'll take care of you swiftly.
Steve looks over at the guy.
This one?
He gives him a very menacing glare. Can I see what...
He's not...
Can I roll insight to see if...
He can't see.
That's true, but I'm still giving him the glare anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll insight to see if he would be, if given the chance, do something awful?
So
try.
Roll for ulterior motive.
Yes.
Roll.
Also, one of you who's had experience, you can make some sort of check to determine what he actually is.
I can.
Yeah, you're probably more experienced than me. I'm reason
I like 9. I probably have.
What would that be?
Arcana?
History?
If you guys experience it enough, I'd say nature.
Nature? I don't have that.
I have that.
Damien has it.
Oh. Well...
yeah, I'd say you have advantage because you're undead.
Alright, so 13 was my base. Roll for that. That's better. And that's based on wisdom?
Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Alright.
I'll assist you.
No, insight is
assistance is just advantage. I already had advantage.
You don't know what if this guy were left to his own means, what he would do.
15.
15. He appears to be some sort of higher undead. You know, he's not a zombie. He's definitely a lot.
Out of curiosity, since I have advantage or proficiency at nature, I'll check anyway.
Okay.
Never mind.
I'll let someone assist you. Roll it.
I'll assist you.
Yeah.
not much better. No.
I'm still feeling
It's some kind of higher undead. You don't know if it's a ghoul
Well,
or
he's at least a ghoul, but I can't tell for sure.
Well,
guys,
I highly doubt he's gonna have any more information for us. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It seems like he was taken in by TBH and used for this.
It seems it was
to be honest.
Shut up, George.
Shut up, George.
Shut up, nerd.
I don't know why TBH would be turning creatures if they're against that. But...
Turning? What's been happening to me?
Shut up, George!
Wait, TBH. The beating heart.
Yes.
I figured it out, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You guys have known
knew
the
that.
acronym in the name for a while.
Yeah, we've known that since Clementine came back to us.
So,
Sorry.
from what I can gather, A, he's just a mercenary. He was just a hard hit. B, he was probably recently returned. And C, he's at least a ghoul.
Right. Well, I'm sure this isn't a shock to anyone, but we can't trust Clementine.
I didn't trust him in the first place.
Neither did I. But I'm surprised to know that they're using undead on their side. Makes me wonder where the true difference lies between them and Jerry Wine. Maybe there isn't one at all.
This part is supposed to be out of character. We're probably gonna have to fight Hound Dog again now. That's not fun.
He's on both of our enemy sides, so yes.
So,
Steve reluctantly takes Act 2's hand back and releases the event.
alright, George.
Thank God.
Give us one reason why we shouldn't just end you now.
I can make a mean frittata?
I think it would be best for him if we did. He's going to be living as a mid-tier undead. He's at best going to have to be slaughtering innocent
zombies
people
and things
to survive.
are real?
Shut up, George!
I thought these
Shut
guys
up,
were
nerd.
just smelly.
Okay.
Alright, so
He's at best going to be forced to slaughter
here's
innocents to survive.
here are the fates for nerd over
Can you see
here.
our stance?
He's either gonna burn
Or does he just have no clue what's going on?
He's either gonna burn in the sunlight, or more probable by Stirling, and suffer from radiant. He's going to need to be fed every week and kept in a essentially caged up.
Dr. A, who is slowly regenerating, pipes up. I mean, we could keep him. It'd be nice to run some experiments on a living test subject.
Well, if you want to experiment on him,
do you
I
have a
think
steady
that's
supply
you.
of blood?
I think it would be better if we gave him mercy.
Yeah,
He
you're
does
probably
require
right.
In fact, it'd probably be useful. Your ability works on dead people. You can see what he's seen.
Last hour.
That might tell
How
us
long ago?
quite a bit.
How long ago was?
Have you been doing this? How long have you been in this fight?
Well, it's the last hour before someone dies. If he really is undead, it would be the last hour before he was turned, as you all put it.
That's useful.
That would be
Since
super
he's
useful.
undead right now, can you do it while
Oh yeah, you
he's
can do it
still
right now,
undead?
actually.
Yes. The Unforgiven. He sends it forward, touches it.
So we can see him being turned.
Well, most of us.
Telling the truth here, he's got a... Huh. Yep, that's Clementine if I've seen him.
So that confirms it.
Yeah.
DBH is using undead. And
Wow.
they found a way to turn them, too.
It's weird.
He said he would meet us here,
It
so that means
appears-
he's coming here.
Apparently, Clementine looks disgusted by this guy.
So Clementine didn't turn him.
No, there was some sort of assistant and some sort of mention of the beast using them once they're through.
The beast?
I don't know.
What did he...
Oh, ugh. Sorry, man. It's still kind of wobbly. It hit me hard in there with that pistol butt. Alright.
This is confusing. I don't like it.
Apparently they said something about once it's over giving these soft skins to the beast. I don't know what that means.
The beast.
Well, can I? No,
They're
I
just
can't.
using them.
Never
I mean,
mind.
Frank, that's worse.
I can't
Cherry
try
wine.
to perceive or investigate if there's a firefly on there because I can't see it, and insects don't make sense.
Oh, I just killed the one on Damien's shoulder.
There
Him.
doesn't appear to be any more around, actually.
Okay. Well,
Wait a minute. What about...
we're now left with our options of mercy or him living in captivity.
I vote for mercy.
both Steve's mom and dad
Idea.
pipe up for mercy as well.
What we could do is sever the head and keep the head.
That's just going to lead him to suffer.
I vote for mercy.
Would he bleed out necessarily?
Alright, I'm finishing
No.
now. Dominator's not waiting for anything else. He just mercifully, gracefully takes the rapier and just kind of like swiftly jabs it in his brain.
Okay. I guess we were gonna have to do it eventually.
And
It was either that or leave him captive.
yeah.
And he was going to break out.
The body rapidly disintegrates.
Sorry, George. I don't think you were a nerd. Just a fool.
You see a black car pull up.
I guess that's him.
I'm going to turn my 911 around.
Whoa, hey.
Damien raised the hog.
Whoa.
Steve preps Act 2.
Hey,
Who's that?
it's Clementine. He's just pulling
Clementine! You've got some questions to answer.
We
Very
have
well.
a few words for you.
If you lower your guns, I can answer as many as you'd like.
I think you're gonna answer a couple while we've still got them up, actually.
Can I roll insight and see if he's actually telling the truth on that?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right.
I would also like to.
What's insight,
Whether that be
wisdom?
Giving tie advantage
Insight's
or
charisma.
Charisma?
Oh,
No, sorry, insight
Yeah,
is
insight
wisdom.
is
Yes,
Oh.
sorry.
I'm also gonna roll and try for that. I have absolutely no clue.
I don't either.
Okay.
I'll roll.
It wasn't a 1.
I mean, that works thematically. So,
Nope.
Natural 20.
Alright, Donovan knows!
Natural 20.
What do I know?
He appears genuine. He appears like he genuinely has some questions he wants to ask and some questions he wants to answer.
All right.
I'll be damned.
Fine. You're outnumbered anyway.
Okay.
so keep-
Lloyd's going to put his gun back in his pocket.
Damien's gonna put his in his holster, but he's gonna keep his hand on the hog.
Okay.
Lloyd has like a readied variant of Hawkmoon is the chains are preemptive. So he is ready on the draw.
What do you want to ask?
Who was he?
George.
Why did we come back surrounded by your ghouls?
Well, they weren't my ghouls. I mean, we took out Base 7, and we had a bunch of ghouls running around with no higher authority, so we took them over.
So
Gave
we
someone-
saw George's memory. You were there when he was turned.
In George specifically, they needed someone to lead them. But he was a low-life mercenary. He didn't have any potential in life whatsoever, and so I decided it would be better to use him, so his life could amount to a part of something greater.
I'm not sure he would have had been turned to do that, but even if he was, how did you do that?
1 second before we get to that. On that topic, why send them here? Why send them after my family?
He points them at Janice, who still has the power type standout. That.
My aunt?
What did you do to my mom?
So you were going to capture her, and if not, kill A.
No. I was never the plan to capture her. Never the plan to kill her. I knew that everyone on this boat could easily defend her. I was never concerned about that for a second. I figured that if I gave the proper stress, I could artificially induce fighting spirit.
That
into
is
someone.
grossly inappropriate.
But it's effective. You see that it worked. I mean, look at that.
It is immoral and dangerous.
But
You injured many.
I am a goddamn pickpocket. I'm not exactly a beaming I'm not exactly a good person, Clementine. Even I've recognized that this is a line that we just don't cross.
Well, all in all, your mother is safe. You should be happy.
The ends don't justify them.
No thanks to you.
Well, luckily for all of you, this was an investment for the future. All of you should be able to live in the new world that our organization will create. But
New world,
out of
huh?
curiosity, does Clementine show that he's armed in any way?
he doesn't appear to be armed. He doesn't feel like he needs to be.
We still don't know how to stand attacks, and he could potentially have
And he also
the other one, I don't remember his name,
Yes,
with
buddy.
him.
Act 2 slowly approaches Clementine.
Hey, what is that?
Steve. Oh,
You attacked my mother. I can't forgive that.
Are you sure you want to pick this fight with me, boy? I've been very forgiving. I've been merciful. I've even been kind to you, paying you in excess. And then you turn around and want to betray me. I don't think that's very becoming of you.
Hold
You
on.
are an enigma using us. We do not understand your motives. and have no idea what this new world of yours implies.
It is nothing that any of you should be concerned in, even you.
Oh, no. You've concerned us. You're attacking our families and our loved ones. You have concerned us.
Steve, I know what we all want to. I know you want to do what we all want to do, but consider this now is not the greatest time. We do not know that much about Clementine or that other guy inside of him. Kind of gay, but.
No, not the moment for that.
It wasn't. I had to though.
If there's any consolation, those undead we used were recycled, I suppose you could say. We borrowed them, we used them for a purpose, and then if they were not to be disposed of here, we were to dispose of them ourselves. We're not interested in that.
Steve looks at Donovan, and he slowly recalls Act 2.
Through what method did you turn George? Do you have a mask? I saw some orange fluid.
A mask? No, we killed the leader of a base. What does a mask have to do with anything?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. You're keeping us in the dark, we'll keep you in the dark. Keep talking.
Very well. We didn't like to use the undead, but we had to. And as you saw, it had incredible success. We were able to place stress upon someone who had been exposed to some sort of stand trigger, and artificially we were able to induce enough to cause them to grow.
That sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, out of character. I love you, Michael. Back in.
Yeah. But you should have nothing to worry about. None of you are in any of the Beating Heart's interests now. We've gotten everything we possibly could have wanted out of all of you, and we greatly appreciate you taking out that base, and for that you shall all be rewarded handsomely. He pulls out a decently sized briefcase from the car. I'm going to set this here. Walking away.
Donovan, check the briefcase with your stand.
Yep. I'm gonna get as far as I can. Well, before back about to get into the range, he floats on over just for precautions. I'll just make like a tiny knife. Open it up.
It's not locked or anything. There is you can see in, and it is a stack of cash. Believe me, it's all there. If you want me to undo it, I can do it now. But you saw what I could do with a regular dollar bill.
So that was you with the original dollar bill. What is that, by the way? We're already answering questions. May as well spill a few more beans.
This is not my secret to share.
What did I say?
I should say it wasn't really me who did that, but an associate of mine.
We know about Tangerine already.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tangerine.
That's not my secret to share. Point is, there's enough money in that case for all of you to live extremely comfortably, and I would recommend spending it on some commodities, but judging on how powerful all of you are already, I would say that even in the new world, you will be highly sought after.
What do you mean?
Hush money, I don't trust it.
No, wait.
For lack of a better term,
what do you mean the new world? What do you mean by the new world?
The Beating Heart has always been about something greater. It's never been about petty crime or stealing artifacts. It's everything that we've done as an organization has been to move towards something above all of us.
Stop beating around the bush.
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna be honest, not even I know for sure. The only one who knows is him. All that I know is that I am an essential tool being used in this large machine that will bring about a better era for humanity. There's so many problems. Overpopulation, global warming, poverty, power imbalance, racism, sexism, all sorts of isms. In this world, we could do away with all of that and leave only the best of humanity.
This is sounding suspiciously like genocide.
This is sounding a lot like eugenics.
This isn't an organization. This is
Are
a
you
cult.
planning to turn everyone into some sort of ghoul or vampire or something?
No, we hate the soft skins. Why would that even be an option?
So why are you using them then?
Like we said, these were recycled. That ghoul that we sent to lead all of them was an experiment. This was really a one-time thing. Now,
His
if this
name
is
is
done,
George. Was George.
very well.
And you ruined his life. Because of you, he's dead.
I don't really think he had much of a life to live in the first place, but
And whose
Any
call?
life is
That's
precious.
not your call to make.
Alright, Clementine, sit down, shut the hell up. For the longest time, I didn't think my life was worth living. I was scrounging around scraps, picking innocent people's pockets, and just from finding a simple person, a family member, a friend, I'm a better person because of it. Someone's life being done and over is not your call to make.
Absolutely.
Act 2 forms again, and...
Get the hell out of here. Keep your money with you. We don't want it. I mean, I don't. At least I don't know what you guys.
Very well.
I don't want hush money.
Yeah.
If you ever need to contact me, I still have those burner phones, and all that money is yours. No hush involved with it.
Steve has Act 2 go over, pick up the briefcase, and just toss it back at Clementine.
Very well. Throws it back into the car. I wish you all a good day, and I hope to see you all again in this new world of ours. He gets back in the car, pulls it into reverse, and then leaves. Alright! Well, I think that is a great spot to end for today, but if you guys want to talk in character, you can definitely do that, but that's all that I basically have planned for today. Oh, I would like to point out that at the very end of this, as he's driving away, good old, what's his face? Sorry, I'm really bad with names.
Tangerine?
No. Rose, walks out,
Rose.
blinks, looks around.
Rose?
Rose, the enhancement type stand user of Sugar We're Going.
Oh my gosh, I forgot he was on the
walks out and
boat.
he's like,
He was on the boat. I forgot about that.
We still have an inside man.
hey.
What about the lady who... Oh, no, I remember what happened. Yeah, I remember what happened to her. Never mind.
Hey,
Damien,
It's me!
Damien grins and looks at him. You've become a lot more useful.
how so?
Hey,
Screen
We'll
face- screen face-
talk later.
you want you want to chat, Rose?
Alright.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
That was
Well-
really good.
Thank you,
Alright.
thank you. And like I said, if y'all want to talk in character, this would probably be the time to do it. And I can give some information as well.
Okay.
Before everything else happens, Steve's mom and dad go over to Steve and wrap their arms around him, and they both look over at Donovan and gesture him over as a part of the big
Come on,
hug.
Donovan
So they
kind of
all-
like just. He was like very tentative. He like softens up, just comes in.
Damien loves
Get
hugs.
together.
He is covered in guts and is not going to join them.
I wish
He's
I
going
could
to go
cast
take the
this.
first shower he's taken in a very long time.
Oh no!
He very
Hey, you're in the lake. You can just jump in. You're in the lake.
he very gratefully hugs back as much as his -1 in strength can give.
You're a hormone user. You're a little beefy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. But
I wish I had prestidigitation so I could clean up Kyler and then have him come join us for a hug.
yeah, but she was like, okay.
He'll clap Steve on the back on his way to the shower.
There you go. And I've got blood all over.
I suppose we should have some sort of family meeting or something.
Maybe so.
All of
Should
you
we talk
guys
about
head
what-
downstairs and kind of shut yourselves away in a room, and
Dogs.
Steve's dad kind of sits down and tells a story. I assume you guys interject at certain points and like come in and basically tell the entire story of what kind of happened in this.
I do not bring up my idea to have coitus with the vampire queen. We will leave that part out.
Steve's dad does not seem intent on bringing that up either.
If you're lucky Damien's in the shower, because he would have.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, in this private family meeting. Of
Oh,
course.
yeah, he would bust in and tell the story.
No.
Man, Donovan really wanted to sleep with that vampire queen.
Okay,
She's kinda
it was
hot.
an idea.
But yeah, Steve's mom, she's nodding this entire time. She seems so much healthier now. Like, she's obviously not eaten or slept well because of her sickness, but like, she does not feel sick anymore.
So when did she get injected exactly? With whatever.
Probably when she.
Well, remember, he came over and gave them wine while you were at school.
No, I know. But then that's the time after that she got sick. But somehow they figured out a way to recreate that fighting spirit, and that's how she now has a stand.
Dr. A
No,
had
that
a
was
gun
through
to his
stress.
head.
The injection was what turned George.
Yeah, the
Okay.
injection.
No, the stress is what awoke her stand, even though she was.
So she did end up having
unable.
a stand after all, just because of the.
Because it awakened the fighting spirit within her.
Yeah, she was having.
It just took
she was
longer
pressured
than it
to
did
fight.
Steve's dad.
Yeah, it's just.
No, she also
instead of-
grew in that moment.
She grew and developed,
Yeah.
and eventually she was able to get to the point where despite her fever, she was able to overcome that and become a stand user.
Whereas Mr. Wonder already had that kind of spirit.
Yeah, he already had that fighting spirit. She was able to develop and grow into arguably a stronger stand user than
Hungry Eyes.
We got a name for this stand.
Possibly.
I'm not going to say this in character.
Is it Two-Winged Angel?
I'm not going to say this in character because I think it's a patchy idea. But what if their new world is trying to awaken a stand in everyone?
Interesting theory.
I do want to know who this beast is.
But then why did they make the serum to like turn people into ghouls? How would that help them?
I don't know where they got their hands on that, but
they could have gotten it from base 7.
They could have gotten it from the base. They could have. It doesn't really matter. I believe that they don't want to use the undead.
You guys remember when Dio got chopped in half? 1 second, I think I've got this. Yeah. When Dio got chopped in half, there was like that orange stuff instead of blood. I think they just used the blood from the vampire person they killed at base 7.
That would do it. Yeah.
Just injected
that would do it.
That was that's what I was going to say. Like Lloyd can personally attest, vampire blood is like an orange. It's a sickly orange because at that point it's mainly essence rather than blood. So.
Wait, Lloyd, can you show us what vampire blood looks like?
Well,
Lloyd is not in on your family.
That's true.
Lloyd Wonder.
Somehow, I don't think that the undead creature of the night that wields a pistol is invited to the family meeting.
Calling that a pistol is an understatement and an insult.
I have a pistol.
Handgun and also a regular ammo.
Oh, fair enough.
He wields the big gun and also the normal gun.
Don't talk to me or my gun ever again.
But yeah,
you should be proud of that.
So
I shouldn't.
Steve's mom talks about it. Her day. Guy came by and
how's Guy doing after?
Guy came by and he helped us out. I was introduced to him. He's such a nice guy. We played some Chinese checkers, hung around for a while.
I love Guy.
We were taking a stroll around the boat, and then suddenly, all of them attacked. We'd been fighting for a few seconds already, and you guys showed up, and it was really convenient timing, but I suppose it's not really a surprise due to Clementine and all that.
I thought they've been at it for a while.
Well, they probably started not long after I called Clementine.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Oops.
I'm glad that you all are safe. It's really
I'm glad you're safe too, Janice.
Okay. Well, oh my god, there's two different...
So what exactly is your... Well, I
you
guess
have a name for it.
Well, I've thought up of something. I saw its ability and I know how it works. So I've decided that time after time is the right way to name this. She summons it again and it kind of hovers and sways up and down next to her, and she summons it back in. It has, she doesn't quite summon it back in. She has it touch Robert, and Robert's had just blinked. So a little eye that blinks appears on her chest, and Robert just blinks a whole bunch in a row. She snaps, and the ability disappears. It's the same sensory input that they feel. Okay. So the reason he was pulling the trigger was because
he still felt the gun.
He still felt the gun.
Okay.
And the reason that he was blinking was because he still felt the need to blink. This is just a sensory thing. Which makes sense because a sensory thing is Steve's ability, so I thought that it was a good...
That's nice, yeah.
Good
so,
and so is Hungry Eyes, kind of.
If someone were to reel back...
Hungry Eyes is a space ability.
So did you say the stand is like orange?
Yeah, so I can give it another description. It's a bunch of like chrome floating discs that are being held together by this kind of these like columns of flame that are kind of holding them together, and each of the discs is like moving slightly independently but staying kind of in the same spot thanks to the flame, and the stand itself also kind of sways constantly, like kind of forward, back, up, down. It's always moving somehow.
Out of curiosity, is it more like masculine or feminine, or is it sort of just gender fluid?
It's just a movement. It doesn't appear to be masculine or feminine. It's just a movement. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's definitely got a more masculine build, though. It's a very big stand.
Okay.
It seems like it could pack a punch.
Oh, good.
So.
Wow.
Could we pack several punches with this ability? The sensory input that feels the need to punch. Your sensory input is the need to punch. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so God, no!
Hold on.
I don't think she'd have to use her ability for that.
Hold on.
Not really.
Michael, if someone were to reel back for a punch but doesn't quite punch, would Would their muscles have the need to just continue to reel back?
Oh no!
Because they wouldn't feel it, so they just keep trying to pull back, but they couldn't.
Oh! The ultimate blue ball!
No,
I know. Hey, sensitive subject.
Yeah, that's
No!
Ow!
that's
That
how
would be painful.
that's how that is.
Just have someone feel pain eternal. It sucks. Yeah.
So
Pain eternal.
Janice and Robert are just both sitting
Coom
there
eternal.
like, well, I hate to say this. I didn't think I'd have to say this, but Steve, you have to keep doing what you're doing. I hate to say this is bigger than us. This is bigger than what we are, and I feel like in good faith as people and citizens of the United States and as Christians, we have a duty to help other people. And this is something that you have to do. And I didn't understand at first how messy things could have gotten. I couldn't understand how you could possibly take someone's life, but I mean, if it really was a case of self-defense,
Steve's mind flashes back to Brenda, where it definitely wasn't
That
self-defense.
was definitely not self-defense, but she does not need to know that.
Yeah,
Wait, wasn't she there for that conversation?
we had that conversation.
It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm glad you understand, Mom. I know that what I can do is going to make a difference in the long run. I can help a lot of people, and if I have the potential to do that, I have to. So,
she
I
looks
guess
up and you can see in her eyes this kind of immense pride, and you look over at Robert, and he is smiling as well. But please continue.
Donovan Halen has the same look as well. He's proud of you.
this is something I have to do, and me and this group, we can do this together. And
We have to do it together!
Fly, you fools!
Oh, have you not seen that? It's the cut song from the Polar Express.
It's cursed. It's cursed. We don't have.
Oh,
to
I know what you're talking about!
I kind of am intrigued.
Oh, I'll show you once we're done with
From
this.
the Polar
Yeah.
Express?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Polar Express, a musical, and I don't remember.
More or less.
Do you not remember the coffee song?
Yeah.
And Believe?
It's been
No,
so
it was
long.
Hot chocolate.
It
Yeah,
has been
so-
so
oh,
long
did I
since
say
I've
coffee?
seen the Polar Express.
Why? I watch that every year.
Bruh, y'all, we're trying to play JoJo D&D.
Anyway.
But
My standard, hot chocolate.
No!
it could happen.
Ha! Ha! Ooh, we got it!
No! Immersion is gone!
Tension.
Oh, I'd also like to
Damien.
ask, while we've already broken the immersion, we've had this meeting's been going on for a little bit. Damien's been showing for a little bit. What did we do with Rose? Is he just chilling with us now, or did
He's chilling.
Okay, he's chilling. He's fine with us.
He's just like,
We killed
hey.
We killed your
He
partner.
probably feels pretty awkward.
Yeah, he came up on the deck and he was just like,
What's
Hey,
up,
man.
Dozan!
Dozan!
What's popping?
What's popping?
Yeah, so I suppose it would be him, Lloyd, and the
That caught me
NPCs.
off guard.
Yeah,
Well, how's Nancy?
Lloyd, do you have anything?
Nancy doesn't
you
appear
want
to be
to
there.
do
She's probably
on
at
deck?
home.
Lloyd's gonna go below deck and take the fake mask from his jacket.
As he goes below, he walks past Damien, who's just exited the shower, only wearing a towel, but of course he wouldn't know that.
Hey,
And man, he smells wonderful.
hold on.
Spice body
No,
spray.
new smell, same sounds.
Huh?
Damien? Because it's a new smell, but you still step with
I'm
your
still stomping
you
through
can
the
still smell that it's Damien.
you step with your whole foot.
He's gotten so used to him smelling absolutely horrid that his natural smell in his Old Spice body wash smells wonderful.
All right.
It's almost like he hadn't showered in
I
at least
assume
a
he's
year.
using Bear Glove.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Damien, you
You smell so good.
you're
This is the intro to a
Can-
very different kind of thing.
can I see a
Oh, it appears my towel is very loose.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
You might see something you're not supposed to.
Can I
I
see-
was just like, walks through. Hi, okay, I'm gonna go.
can I
Let me
can I
help you,
see
master of
just a drop of blood? I need living blood, and mine, for lack of better words, is not. This is just for an experiment.
This is not where I thought this was going. Sure!
So,
Alright.
He happens to have been carrying Blood Rain in the other hand and just pricks his dick.
Alright.
He showers with it, what can I say?
Yeah, you can shower with that. He carries it for self-defense.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's your bed knife.
Did you...
Right!
Do you use it to shave?
Oh, of course!
Point of inspiration.
Okay.
I assume he sharpens it and keeps it very well.
Oh, yeah!
Alright. Lloyd's gonna grab Damien's finger and just, like, put it on the fake mask. Just to see if anything happens at all.
No response at all.
Interesting.
Don't know what that means? Good to see you, man. You have a good night.
I mean, if you want to see what's supposed to happen...
I think I'm gonna take a pass.
Alright.
Oh, here she comes.
Well...
Don't accidentally touch your face with that finger. I got my nose itching.
What in the brain?
Would that destroy my brain?
No.
The stone mask.
It can't pierce you if it's already pierced you.
It would just be neutral.
Alright, cool.
Ow.
It's just like... Oops.
You get stabbed and regenerate. He's fine.
Ow.
It gets... It solidifies further on my face for a short period of time.
No!
If someone's trying...
That's an intimidation factor.
If someone tries to take the mask off of you, you can just make it clamp in your brain.
Nice try, liberal. Interesting.
Relatable.
Alright. Lloyd is going to keep the mask in his room for the time being.
Damien's gonna head to bed.
What the hell are you on?
We have a lot to figure out tomorrow.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, dear.
We don't have anything going on now. Like
Rose is a lead.
Yeah, we have Rose, and that's about it.
You know the Clementine's trying to use his organization to, as he put it, create a new world. You know
Whatever that means.
Motives aren't exactly
The only lead we've got on...
Even if he thinks it's genuine.
well.
The only-
I mean, maybe he might think that's genuinely what he's doing.
The only lead we've got on Clementine is Rose right now.
Yep.
You guys still also have 2 functioning burner phones. You think they probably function? And he commented.
Yeah, we
that-
can call him, but I
Out
don't
of-
know
Who exactly? Do I have one?
Out of
Yes,
character.
you have one and your parents have one.
Out of character, real quick. Do you have anything at all on the Lloyd possible eyesight situation? Like, if I were to talk to Dr. A, would there actually be dialogue?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we can talk to him about that.
Okay.
Do we have enough content for another episode? Do we want to do that tonight, or do we want to?
Well, we do need to talk to Rose, and he needs to do that. I don't know if that's a full
Content.
episode.
Anything for another interrogation scene.
Sure.
If we don't have
Rose
enough
seems pretty
content,
compliant.
Lloyd and Damien still need a fight.
That's true.
Yes, we do have filler content.
And Carl wants in.
Yeah.
Alright.
That would be so
Alright,
much
well, in
fun.
that case-
A tournament arc!
Drew!
Yeah!
Steve versus Donovan?
Oh my god, we could do a tournament. We could straight up do a tournament.
Alright, that sounds
Fine,
good.
that sounds like the
Alright,
perfect metal
goodbye.
We'll have a tournament arc next week.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
But isn't